Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. I was already, well, first, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I was already getting downloads today. Sorry if I look afraid, holy shit. I've had a busy morning. But I was getting downloads already and I had the urge to do this reading. So let me see. There was these lyrics that stood out to me because I don't know. There was this video I was watching yesterday. I'll link it down below. It was Star Talk from Neil deGrasse Tyson and Chuck Nice. They do this like segment. They talk about a bunch of stuff, like literally all the universe, everything. You know, they have this like podcast thing. And there was one of the videos that stuck out to me was they were talking with this psychiatrist and they were going over like addictions. So I will link it below. I thought it was very interesting. It was a very interesting conversation. But I felt the urge that I needed to link it in my next reading that I did. So I will do that. So if maybe that's for someone, I don't know, maybe someone here likes science stuff and psychology, learning about the brain, learning about the universe, learning about, I don't know, maybe just like learning, I don't know. But, you know, let's jump into this. I have my laptop here because I have the lyrics that I was channeling earlier, and I want to get this down. So let me just move that a little so you can see the cards when I have them spread out. So first thing is, I'm wondering here if anyone is having kind of a little bit of a difficult time, especially with probably, I think either there's a separation here or there's something. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be that you literally, we're talking about addictions, maybe there's something you just recently gave up. Maybe you stopped smoking, maybe you stopped drinking, maybe there was just something that was removed from your life, or that you removed from your life, that was kind of keeping you held back in a way. But let's dive into this. Holy Spirit, please connect me here to the collective, to anyone here who needs this message. Please only allow those in your highest light. Anything else that is sent by anyone else, anything negative, anything toxic, any malicious, malignant, curse, hex, anything like that, we send it back in the name of Jesus. Thank you, God. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, we thank you so much, working in God's divine light. All right, so what is it that, Holy Spirit, what is it that the collective needs to know right now in this moment? We got here, I think you guys are in this like, I'm like Phoenix Rising type of thing, because one of the songs I got was Phoenix by Charlotte Cardin, and then the other one is Dynasties and Dystopia lyrics. These are both from like League of Legends music. So I don't know, maybe some of you here are gamers, or you like video games, or you kind of relate to that show Arcane. Great show. So there might be something like maybe some of you have like some kind of dysfunctional relationship with your sister. I don't know why I'm saying, I just, listen. Oh, let me just also state, if not everything's gonna resonate, okay? And if something here doesn't resonate for you, that is okay. You know, I am just a messenger. I'm just here to channel. And if you don't like how I channel, or you don't like what I'm saying, like what Spirit is having me say, then that's totally okay. Like, it really is totally okay. You can exit out the video. You can go to another reader. There's so many amazing, talented readers on this site. But yeah, let's jump into this. So Phoenix, there's something here. I don't know if you guys are fire sign, or you have like a fire sign in your rising, like your ascendant. So let's actually get some signs real quick. That is Scorpio. That is Gemini. And oh wait, the other one was Virgo. This is Scorpio. My bad. Listen. Listen. And then Libra. Okay, so air and some water and earth. So we got all the elements here so far, because I was getting I'm getting like fire energy, but it could be rising. Aquarius is also here. Hello. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know right now? Oh, but going back to these lyrics, I didn't even bring this up. Sorry. This reading is already starting all over the place. This is like chaotic. This is like chaotic energy. Maybe some of you are kind of like me, a little bit forgetful. Maybe you're kind of like, maybe some people describe you as spacey. Love it. Okay. So it says here in one of the verses in verse 3, it says, pressure's rising fast as lightning. They can't stop it now. If you ain't talking realness, then just change the topic now. They laughing at the top like they can't see the bottom, as they thought I needed help, but I got here without them. I am sharper than a pack of 100 razor blades. When the smoke clears out of here, but they name gonna fade. I'm gonna be here doing it my way. They said I should change it up, but what did I say? So I feel like there's a lot of people that are trying to get in your, kind of trying to tell you either what they think you should be doing or how you should be doing a certain thing, or oh man, you can't really see these cards. First one, you have illness. Some of you may be sick right now, or some of you might be 35. Some of you may have just got diagnosed with something. But there is something here where it's like you feel strained. There's like this fatigue, this physical strain here. And again, this could be associated with, like, if you are getting off some type of addiction here, you're feeling like your body is detoxing. I don't know, maybe someone here is detoxing something. Like maybe you're even drinking like a detox type of tea or something, or maybe you're just like, oh, maybe some of you have like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but maybe some of you have like a colonoscopy coming up. Listen, I'm just saying what's coming in my head right now, whatever spirit is telling me. Some of you might be having a colonoscopy, because I got the image of when not to get too mine, but when I had to do it, and they have you take this I don't know what it's called. What is this stuff? They have it so they clear out your system, okay? So maybe some of you are having that. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just thinking of when I had to do it. So maybe you have some type of like appointment coming up, or some type of like surgery, or some type of I mean, it could be even like an outpatient surgery, right? It doesn't have to be anything large scale. What else came out? Triumph. You guys, this is gonna go well. Like, you are gonna have triumph over this. So if it is something that you're cutting out, there is going to be victory here, which is crazy, because another one of the lyrics that I got was Rise, which was also from, is also League of Legends, because that's what it's making me think of. League of Legends lyrics. Let's see. Welcome to the wild, no heroes and villains. Welcome to the war, we've only begun, so pick up your weapon and face it. Let's see. Prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Rise. Push through hell and rise. They will remember you. Welcome to the climb up. Reach for the summit. Visions pray that one false step lead to the end. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your blood. Go and take it. This is your moment. Take to the skies. Go prove yourself and rise. Ooh, I love it. This is like really, there's some opposition you're facing right now. There's an opposition in your life that you're facing right now, and it's feeling like a hurdle. It's got you feeling down. It's got you feeling in this state where maybe you are just feeling so out of energy. Okay, this is something, it could be physical, it could be mental, right? Because they were also talking about, you could just be mentally drained, right? That Star Talk episode that I was watching was talking about, you know, a lot of like psychology. They were talking about the brain, they're talking about the psychology. It's very interesting. So if you're interested in learning about all that stuff, I will link that video down below. I really do love their discussions. And if you just love learning about random things in the universe, like, shoot. What else here? So I think also there's something here I need to tell you guys. Please hydrate yourself. Make sure you're eating correctly. Make sure you're eating or drinking enough fluids, especially if you are under the weather. You know, I mean, of course, I'm not telling you what to do. We're all adults here. You're going to do what you're going to do. But my advice to you from Spirit is just really try to get as much fluids as you can. Make sure you're eating correctly. And when I say eating correctly, it's like, how is your body talking to you with the foods that you eat? So if you're eating a bunch of stuff that is making you feel ill, it might be time to change your diet. Maybe some of you are addicted to chocolate or something like that, or like sweets or something. Let me tell you, I used to be, listen, I used to be so, that was like my main food group. That was literally my main food group was just sweets. And then I got sick. I got Crohn's disease. Sorry to be Team I, but like this is just real, okay? I got Crohn's disease, and then my entire diet had to change. My entire lifestyle. Like health is like, when they say health is wealth, that shit is serious. That is so real. But you guys are going to have triumph over this. There is going to be success. You are a phoenix right now. You're a phoenix right now. Like literally, this is talking about oppositions. It's like, throw me in the sky, you would swear the sun is shining. Yes. It says, oh yeah, he mad. I'm racking up white diamonds. Throw me in the sky, you would swear the sun is shining. You are triumphing over these obstacles in your way. Whether it is a substance, whether it is a person, whatever it may be, whether it's a mental block, a physical, like an illness, something here. And I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a doctor, and don't use me or any other tarot readers in place of professionals, okay? But I just am telling you what is coming through. But there is here, like, you are in good spirits. You are so, it's like you fight against all the odds here. And maybe people have even told you that. Maybe some of you even have like a phoenix, like tattoo or something. Because going here to the Phoenix lyrics, I have it pulled up here. Phoenix by Charlotte Cardin. It says, where is it? Where'd it go? Oh wait, hold on. That's not it. Wait, who sings that? Give me a second. Phoenix, and it is, I forgot how to spell League of Legends. Well, League. Anyway. It says, what are you willing to lose? So actually that was not, I mean, I'm sure the other artist is amazing. This is by, CAILIN, RUSSO, CHRISSY, COSTANZA, and it is League of Legends. So it says, what are you willing to lose? You cover your wounds, but underneath them a million voices in your head that whisper, stop now. Another twist of the knife, turn of the screws, it's all in your head and it's fighting you. Arm yourself, a storm is coming. Well, kid, what are you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So some of you, it might even be just your own fears, your own, there's something like a mental block here where you are really fighting some type of demon, or you're really going through some type of healing emotion. There's something here where you might have been confronted with some like shadow aspect of yourself, or something here where you are acknowledging, you're aware of it, and you're actually confronting it head on, and you're gonna rise above it. And it says, so are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head, and then you'll fly, fly, phoenix, fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling, phoenix, fly. So you might have a lot of people who do not believe that you can achieve what it is that you're setting out to do, okay? And I feel like you are in this state, and maybe you are in a state right now where it doesn't look like to the observer, right? To those who do not have that, who have not discovered that connection yet with their spirit, who have not connected with the, you know, mind, body, and soul, right? There's different elements of ourselves that we have to balance, we have to pay attention to, that we have to nurture. And there's something here where people in your life might not be on the same, not on the same page as you about certain things, okay? There might be people who are, maybe you have some people in your life who are going against what you say, or who are don't want you to pursue something because they're worried, or because they're projecting their own fears and insecurities onto you. Or you're not, it's like you're kind of stepping out of whatever it is that they are wanting to, I don't know, it's like how they perceive you, or how they expect you to behave or react, or I don't know, like I don't even know what this is, but what else, Spirit? What else does the collective need to know right now? Listen, you have a goal. And when it says here alliance, it immediately makes me think of like your spirit team, like loyalty. You have the, and maybe some of you do have someone, or you know, a very select few people, a very select few, could even be just one or two people that are around you that are actually like very supportive of you, who are, you know, helping you achieve your goal. Because you do have goals. You have a goal, and maybe this is something, maybe you're literally at the bottom step and you're like, no, I'm gonna get to where I'm gonna get. And it's like you're breaking all these blockages. You're fighting past these obstacles that are in front of you. And then we have here with the bridge with Dynasties and Dystopia lyrics, it says by Denzel Curry, it says, I get that magic all on me. I feel like I'm Tracy McGrady. I don't know who that is. I'm so sorry. Enemies circled around me 360. I count them 180. I've been in court with the spirit beside me since I was a baby. Just getting chaotic. Y'all made me a product for chasing the chaos right here where they raised me. So you guys may be in a situation, maybe you grew up in a very unstable situation. Maybe you are in a situation, like an environment right now where it just looks bleak. Like to everyone, like it looks bleak. It looks like there's no way out, or it's like, but you're heavily relying on, like you know you can get yourself out of this. Like you know that you are going to achieve this goal. You guys got triumph and goal. Like you are going to succeed this. Please understand, you are going to succeed this. It's like you really have to trust yourself though. Trust in yourself. Trust that you will overcome, and trust in your spirit team as well. And the number 8 here could be significant. This also makes me think of the 8th house, which is also about like what is it, like death, and it's like renewal, right? It's all about this, and we've been getting that energy a lot, right? There's a lot of endings happening right now. There's a lot of endings. There's a lot of disconnects. There's maybe some of you haven't even gotten closure over something, or maybe there's someone in your energy who feels like you did something that didn't give them closure. But you're staying honest, okay? And the people in your circle, the people who are around you, that you're keeping around you, are people who are honest, you know, who are loyal, who are compatible with you. It says compatibility here at the bottom. So it's like you're sticking to things that are compatible with you. It doesn't have to be people. It could even be just things around you. You're finding things that work with you to get you to the goal that you need to get at. You are really taking control of your life. You're really taking control of what you have control over, right? So the choices that we make, certain choices that we make, certain actions that we take, so at the end of the day, it's like we are the ones that make these decisions, right? We're the ones that make these choices. And yes, spirit steps in and plays a part, but at the end of the day, it's like, where are you seeing yourself, and what are you doing each day to get you to that point? And I'm not talking about, you know, that whole like toxic hustle type thing. No, this is like, if you need a break, you're gonna take a break. You know, you're not, it's that balance. It's not that over excess of like working, because they even talked about that in the Star Talk podcast with that I was just mentioned. They even talked about how workaholics, like that is a form of addiction. People who exercise like constantly to distract themselves, like that could also be a form, and they call this something like maladaptive. I don't remember. I will link it. I'm not a psychiatrist, nor am I an astrophysicist or biologist. But what else does the collective need to know right now, Holy Spirit? What else? Woo! Luck is on your side, my loves. Luck is on your side. This is jackpot, fortune, reward. So there's something here. The more you continue on the way that you are, and the more that you believe in yourself, and the more that you actually, it's really nurturing your spirit. Honestly, it's keeping that confidence in yourself, even when other people around you, even when there's opposition around you. You know, it's you believe so deeply in yourself. Like, you know that you're going to get to where you need to go. Like, your goals are, you are just headstrong. Some of you might be Capricorn here. Some of you might be 26. Some of you might be 19. Some of you might be 35 or 32. Some of you may be named like Alice or Alicia. Eternal love. This says eternity, consistency, soulmate. Hesitation. Decision, confusion, worry. Yeah, it's like there's people all around you that are trying to tell you what to do, who to, like, I don't know. Maybe even some of you have been questioning whether or not this could be different. Okay, this could be different for each of you. So for some of you, this could be where you are getting, some of you may have found something out. I mean, some of you may be going through a divorce, and maybe there were people in your ear who were trying to tell you like, oh no, every marriage has problems or this and that. And it's, I feel like there's some of you who may have had, like, you made a decision and there was people around you who did not agree with your decision and who were trying to talk in your ear, who were trying to give you like these things that are just not compatible with your beliefs, with your, like, maybe some of you had, maybe you thought there was going to be like eternal love, right? Like maybe there was like a marriage or something here, and you know, your spouse did something that is just not, that just crossed the line with you or crossed the boundary. And then you had people where you were hesitating to, I don't know, file for divorce or something. It's like maybe you weren't putting yourself first because you had so many people in your ear, and it's like, oh, like they were trying to tell you like these outdated, I don't know, because for me personally, I always take constructive criticism, but when it comes to big life choices, like ultimately, you know for yourself what is best for you. You know what I mean? Like if you have people outside of your marriage telling you like, oh, every relationship has problems and this, but it's something that it crosses your boundaries, it doesn't align with your values, it's something that is just, maybe there was, I don't know, whatever it was, it's like you had people in your ear trying to tell you what to do or how to do it. And I think you step forward and maybe you're in a dark place now. Maybe it's like a lot of hurdles now, but it's like, no, there's luck coming. You're going to achieve your goals. For others of you, there may be some type of soulmate coming in. Okay? And there might be some hesitation on it. There might be some hesitation on trust. There might be some hesitation on, you really might be confused. And you even see the 2 here. So there's something that says soulmate on this one. So it's like there's something here where you might be meeting like a new soulmate coming up on your journey here. But it's like, really take the time to listen to you. Do not let other people influence you on what is best for you. Okay? It's one thing to take constructive criticism or to take advice, or, you know, when you're asking for it, when you're, I just, for some of you, I really feel like there's people that are kind of pushing that line though, with trying to tell you what to do or how to do it, or I don't know. And it's like, you're kind of putting your foot down on it. Some of you might have, you know, even grandparents that are doing this to you, or parents who are just being kind of overbearing. Right. Yeah. You guys are like scared to trust. There's something here, like maybe you guys are working on trust issues, or you're working on, you've just been, it says depression, phobia, paranoid. Maybe you're in this depression right now. Maybe you are, hold on, what is this? Fate. Yo. Some of you may be tarot readers. Some of you may have just gotten a personal reading done and was kind of like taken aback by what was said to you, or it left you feeling confused. Some of you might be 26. Some of you might be seeing 1010 a lot. This connection here, this soulmate though, whatever it is that's kind of keeping you, like if there is some type of trust issue or if there is some hesitation to let someone come forward or to allow yourself to be seen in that way, or to be, like maybe some of you are even scared to, you know, open up about certain things. And you know what, I'm not even gonna sit here and be like, oh, like, I'm not, again, like I said, I'm not a professional, but sometimes it's even like therapy and psychiatrists, sometimes people don't even have access to that, you know? So I feel like you are in this state where you're really just doing your fucking best right now. You're doing your best. You have your goals in line. Maybe you've talked to a couple close people. Maybe you have a very select few of confidants, you know what I mean? But there's something here where something's coming into play for you. This is fate here. So let's see, Holy Spirit, what is this fate in store for them? What is in store for them? With what is this fate? Oh, you guys might actually be meeting this person by, like, because this says here coincidence. So it makes me think of like, maybe you go somewhere and you're like, okay, so for instance, so say for some of you, and this is just an example. I'm not saying this is exactly how it's going to happen, but this is what an example I'm getting. So say if you go to the grocery store, right? You get there and it's closed, or it's, yeah, so we'll say it's closed, right? So you end up having to go to a different grocery store that you don't usually go to, and you end up meeting someone there. Or say you go to some place, say you like lose your phone or you drop your wallet or something. I don't know, it's like this moment where it's like this very small moment. It's like serendipitous, you know what I mean? It's like it's fate. Like you're not gonna expect this. It's gonna be something where it's like you're just going on with your day. Maybe this is something that even comes from like you get a little, not frustrated, but you're like, ugh. It's like you get it's like a misdirect, right? You get guided somewhere else. That's kind of what it feels like for this, but let's see. What is this? What does fate have in store here for the collective, Holy Spirit? What does fate have in store for the collective here? Ooh, Karma and Eight of Cups and Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so again, you're walking away. You really reflected deeply on something, and something that you walked away from. It was a struggle. Okay, I'm not gonna be. Yeah, even here with the Four of Swords at the bottom. This was something that was really hard to put to rest, okay? But you knew, because this, you see the dolphin here? Dolphins are so intelligent. Oh my gosh, there's another Star talk about animal communication, and she goes into depth about dolphin intelligence. But anyway, this also to me is like intuitiveness. This is your feelings. It's like you had to make this choice, and it almost feels like it was really difficult. This was like a difficult choice for you. It really was. But you knew you had to do it. Like for your best interest. You had to step away from this. You had to walk away from this. And maybe it caused a lot of emotions to come forward. Maybe it caused a lot of feelings to come up that you didn't even know that you had, or that were like, some of you might be even getting like certain memories coming back. If you have any memories from your past that were like blocked in some way, I don't know what this is. Maybe you guys have been doing, like maybe you guys have been talking with someone and there's like certain things that are coming up, you know? I know that I feel like I've talked about this in like a reading way back before. And then Karma here, this is I think this is the Justice in this deck. I could be wrong. Pretty sure this is Justice. Again, this is like you have a very select few people who you trust to like open up to. Something could be going on this new moon as well. I know this is, I think this is like an eclipse, but something could be going on in this new moon or the next new moon that you experience, because this is a timeless reading. But a lot of obstacles here. You see with these two cards, there's mountains in the back, there's cliff sides, moon, water, a lot of hidden things coming to surface, okay? A lot of things that are coming to the surface right now. And again, this is, I feel like this is like the tides turning for you. Because when we have here with the karma and then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is all about change, which is about good luck. It's about kind of meeting, it's that end of that journey, right? This is the end of the Fool's journey. And he gets to that, or not the end, that's the world. Ooh, why am I thinking of the world? Maybe some of you have traveled recently, but the Wheel of Fortune is like, ooh, some of you might have a lot of different skills as well. Because I'm looking at this card and I'm thinking the swords, the wand, the cup, the pentacle. And it's making me think of, you guys might be very skilled. Like, what is that thing that people say? Master of none, but the, I don't know, jack of all trades or something. It's like you guys pick up different things very quickly here. And again, you have luck twice, you guys, because the Wheel of the Year, Wheel of Fortune, this is luck. This is luck. This is incoming luck. So you guys are very blessed right now. Fate is stepping in. Karma's stepping in. Karma's getting that work done. So whatever it is that you feel is not, I don't even want to say whatever you feel is not just, because I feel like this is like spiritual. This is like, this just is, you know, karma is just karma. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just karma. It's scaling. It's balancing those scales. And we talk about that a lot, you know, but this is something here that is balancing out for you. And what's coming forth is so much luck for you. A lot of blessings. You are fated to be, to succeed in this. Yeah, Page of Wands. This is the beginning of your journey. And maybe you're feeling a little bit out of your element. Maybe you don't feel like you have all of the, maybe some of you don't feel like you have all the knowledge to complete what it is that you're wanting to do right now. Or you're just kind of like slowly taking steps. And that's okay. It's okay to go slow. You don't have to, you know, so say you quit vaping, or say you quit smoking, or say you did whatever, you know, and maybe there were a couple times where you fell back. Maybe there was a couple times where you, don't beat yourself up over that though, because you're still on that path. As long as you keep pushing forward, you're gonna reach your goal. Oh my God, look, the sun at the bottom. The sun at the bottom. Yes, you're getting towards happiness here. You're literally getting towards happiness. There's success. There's triumph. There's success, triumph. Literally, what did it say? Throw me in the sky, you would swear the sun is shining. You yourself are sunlight. I saw 3344. That might be an angel number for some of you. It's like you're in like this blue tunnel, and it's like you're seeing that brightness. I see a lot of blue, a lot of yellow here. So it's like you're getting to that point. And it may be, again, like I said, it may be a slow move. See, this horse is stagnant here, okay? This child on this horse right now, and maybe some of you are even getting in touch with your inner child. Maybe there is memories from your childhood that are coming up, that are resurfacing. Maybe you're walking away from childhood friends, or maybe you're walking away from people who you've known since childhood, who have, or not even since childhood, but people that you've known for a very long time, or who have been part of your life, but it is no longer, like, you guys are just no longer compatible here, okay? And it's like you're having to move forward, and it's painful. It's painful, and it's scary. It's painful, it's scary, and maybe some of you are really feeling the effects of it, you know? And again, like, it doesn't have to be a person. If there's something that you've been consistent, maybe you've been smoking since you were like 14 years old or something. you know, and it's like you decided to make certain changes in your life and you stopped. And now it's like, it's really fucking hard, but it's like, you know that you're going to accomplish this. Like, you know, you're going to accomplish this. You know it. Look at this. Ace of Cups. This is a brand new feeling. This is new emotion. This is like, you know, you're not letting shit get you down anymore. You are not letting people like define who you are, and you're not letting your addictions define who you are. You are not your addictions. You are not, you know, I feel it's like maybe some of you may even be feeling bad or feeling guilty for experiencing human emotions. You know, please do not. Like, again, I'm not a psychiatrist here, and only take what resonates. But look at here, you had the Six of Pentacles. You are a very giving person, and the universe is here to reward you. Maybe some of you have even done because I'm getting here with like making me think of like spells and rituals, but I know that karma is just being karma. But there could have been something here where someone like claimed, you know, all of the, if you do certain like manifestations or something like that, if there's something here with like finances, maybe you did something where it's like you're claiming all of the hard work, you know, finances for all the hard work that you've done in your life that has gone unpaid. You know what I mean? Or, you know, word it however it needs to be, but it's something of that effect here where it's like you're claiming what is rightfully yours, what is destined for you. Holy Spirit, what else do we need to, I'm going to end this reading here in a couple minutes. What else do we need to know here, Holy Spirit? Be wary of the people around you, but this to me is also like strategy, right? I don't want to, this isn't giving me so much of like manipulative, I mean, it could be people who are seeing you step out into your own power, but I feel like there's more like strategy here. Like this is more of like you're really having to rely on yourself. Like you're really having to strategize how to go forward with when you're feeling so low. You know what I mean? That might not be for everyone. The Lovers. Ooh, okay. Okay. For some of you, okay. Some of you, someone is strategizing, like someone is trying to be, this could be, I mean, take it how it resonates, okay? The energy is not giving me anything negative right now, but it could be someone who's kind of like strategizing how to approach you. They're kind of like strategizing how to approach you. Or for some of you, when you go to some like event or some celebration here, maybe you at last minute get invited somewhere. Okay, maybe you get invited last minute, or like someone cancels on someone else, and maybe you had a friend who was gonna go with a family member or something to a game or whatever, and this other person can't make it, and so you end up going right in their place. It's giving like very like last minute. It's giving like serendipity. I'm telling you, this is giving me serendipity, where this person, and maybe whoever sees you, because I feel like you're not going to be told, like I feel like this is going to be someone who approaches you. It's almost like they're really like trying to figure out the words or the right things to say. Maybe you take this person's breath away, but you might meet someone at the next like gathering or event here. Maybe some of you are even going to meet someone at a Halloween party coming up. I don't know. Or like a work event. It's like something you're not expecting though. It really is like coming out of left field here. Yes, it's coming towards you though. You are on that journey. You're on that path, babe. Seriously, you are heading towards your goals. I'm telling you, this is the energy. If you guys could feel this energy right now, like it is so like, ooh, what's that? Ooh, King of Pentacles. Ooh, maybe you guys have a King of Pentacles coming your way. What is that song? Oh shit, it just flew out of my head. Well, I guess it was. I got too excited with the King of Pentacles energy coming through. Some of you guys might be like I said earlier, Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I really feel like there's got to be a fire rising here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius rising. Final messages, Holy Spirit, final messages. Magician. You guys are making this happen. I'm telling you, you guys are Queen of Swords. Come on. This energy is fucking lit, dude. This is like inspirational. This is amazing. You guys are really taking charge of your journey. You guys are taking charge of it, and you are allowing the changes that happen, things that are out of your control. You just go with it because you know that that's just how life is. You understand how I'm not saying you've unlocked the key to life, okay? None of us do. Like, everything's changing all the time, okay? But there is something where you've kind of unlocked this part of yourself where you are now comfortable in letting things go, right? You're comfortable in letting things go so that you can move forward and achieve what you need to achieve. And you allow yourself the rest. You allow yourself to feel. You allow yourself space. Because you're smart, because you know, you study, you take the time to learn about yourself, you take the time to learn your surroundings, you take the time to learn about things going on around you. Like you're not a person that is quick to jump into shit that doesn't make sense to you. You know what I mean? You're not a yes man, is what it comes down to, okay? You are very smart, you're very calculative, you're very strategic, you just give boss energy. And even if you're at like a point right now where you're feeling like down in the dumps, it's like there's still that part of you, there's still that part of your soul, part of your mind, part of your body, like you know that you will achieve this. You know you will overcome. You know you will be triumphant because I'm hearing if God is for you, who can be against you? Seriously though. And it's like you're no longer letting people kind of pull you in different ways. Like if you ever had, like say if you ever had issues before and you went to other people for advice, or you went, there were certain friends or certain family members that you would go to talk about certain things before you made decisions or before you did whatever. And it's like you went to them a lot, or it was just like it was unsolicited advice. It's like maybe you had a lot of people that were, without you asking, was like giving you criticism, giving you advice, giving you their opinions, giving you what you should do, telling you how this should be, or like trying to, like if we're going back to earlier when we're talking about in a relationship that wasn't working for you, maybe you had people who are trying to put their own beliefs on your relationship, like whatever their relationship was. But it's like you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know what's going on. It's like you as the viewer, you as this person who I'm channeling right here, you know exactly what's best for you. If you're in any relationship, literally in any relationship, and you're consistently with someone, friend, family, whatever, and you're leaving conversations, or you're just like ending the day or spending time with this person and coming out of it drained, feeling bad, feeling confused, feeling drained, like that is not the energy for you, babe. And I know that you know that. Like, you are aware of this, okay? And that's why you've taken the steps. And look at the way she has that sword. She's not afraid to cut anything out of her life. It's raised. It's ready. It's ready to go. And even with the ocean in the back here, some of you may have a connection to blue jays or fairies or the fae. So something here, some of you may have, lavender also might be, what does lavenders mean? To me, that's mostly just like calming. So it's like maybe there's something here where it's like you're really having to calm down certain situations. But yeah, what final messages? What else, Holy Spirit? Final messages, final message. Oh my gosh, look, we were talking about death earlier. Look at the bottom, death. That came up in the last one too. Final messages here for the collective. Final messages, Holy Spirit. I really think whatever goal you guys have in mind, you guys might even be like visual. Like there's something here where it's like a visual thing. So maybe you like did a vision board, or like, I don't know, something here where it's like your visual, or you wrote down steps or goals, or it's like maybe you have certain things, like I'm getting even like a bucket list or like a list here, right? So I don't know what this means, but make the change. You guys got this last time too. Oh my God. lot of things going, a lot of changes right now, okay? A lot of changes. And I think this message is specifically like you are applying these changes to your life. No matter what, at what part of the journey you're in, the changes that you're making, listen, baby, you're going forth, you're going forward, and you're getting closer and closer and closer to your goals because you are about to get luck, you're about to get, and if, I'm not even, I don't feel like I should say you're about to get, I just feel like you are in this air of like luck, blessings. Like maybe there's certain things that are going on around you where it's like, oh, that's lucky. Or maybe even people have pointed out, oh, that's kind of lucky. Yes, claim it, baby. You are lucky. You are blessed. Your spirit team is here for you. They are looking out for you. Sun, paint the sun back into your sky. Yes. Do it for you. Stop it. You guys are taking charge of this. 1111. You know what's crazy is when I was listening to that song, the Phoenix song, in the car, and I was like, oh, this is a channel message for sure. I looked at the clock and it was 1111. And so maybe some of you are seeing 1111 a lot, but you step out of the box. You think out of the box. What people tell you, like people's expectations, you do not do what people expect you to, okay? And that is what leads you to triumph, okay? Because you don't do it. You do not, your goals and everything is, again, you're not listening to what people, their projections, what they want for you, what they think is right for you, what they feel like you're the most talented at, or what they think your passions are. No, you know exactly what to do for you. And look at, she's out, she's in a sundress in the cold, in the freezing. She is not afraid to be different, okay? And it's not gendered, okay? 4646 might also be some type of number for you guys, angel number. But you're not afraid to take risks. Like, you're not afraid to put yourself in you're not afraid to do, how do I word this, Holy Spirit? Because I'm feeling like I'm not saying it correctly. It's almost like you do it even if you are, okay, yes, you do it even if you are afraid. Even if you're scared. It's like that quote where it says, speak your truth even if your voice shakes, okay? Even if it's scary, even if it's not, if you know that this is for you. And again, I'm not telling you go put yourself in dangerous situations. Like, use your discernment when listening to tarot readings, okay? Use your discernment. But it's just, you're not, even if you're scared, even if you're uncomfortable, even if it's intimidating, you still do it for you because you know you're worth it, because you know that you are going to achieve what you need to achieve, what you want to achieve. It says, fly, Phoenix, fly. You are rising from the ashes. You're rising from the ashes right now, okay? Final message, Holy Spirit. Woo! Oh my gosh, you guys got transition. You got exploration. Okay. You got reflection, and you got leadership. You guys are building something. You guys are building something for yourself. Even when it said, what did it say here? Like the empire. Which one was that? I don't even remember. I don't remember. I don't remember which exactly it was. Oh, yeah. Fly, Phoenix, fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling, Phoenix, fly. Yet, listen. You guys are so fucking smart. You guys are so, you know exactly what you need to do right now. And even if you don't, your spirit knows exactly. It's like instinctual. It's intuition. You're listening to your intuition. Okay, you're using it. It says, which part of your life is or may be going through a transition? Maybe you are chasing relationships, careers, or cities. Whatever it is, the crow is signaling that you are ready to make the change. Make the change. Make the change. Return the slab. Sorry, I don't know why that pops into mind. Oh, God. Maybe someone, oh, courage the cowardly dog. Like, courage the cowardly dog. He was scared, but he still did shit. Like, you guys, there may be something where you're building courage here, okay? Maybe you're scared to step in a leadership position. Maybe you're scared to be your own boss because you don't know all the steps yet. But it's like you're taking the small tasks. You're doing the small things right now. Maybe if you don't have the whole picture, okay, you're not going to have the whole picture when you're starting out, okay? You're starting out on this journey. You had the Page of Wands. This is a brand new thing. This could even just be the idea, right? Maybe you're exploring. You're exploring different options. You're exploring different parts of yourself. And it says, you have come into your own power. Now is the time to take the lead of a situation and be strong. Using the power of intentions, be clear with your purpose and define where you are heading. And this one, Hippopotamus, says, if you have become bored with your life, you have the creative power to stir things up and revitalize everything. You can do this by starting new projects, setting new goals, making spiritual connections. You guys have already done this. You have made these goals. You're actually you're taking the steps now. Or maybe some of you were hesitant. Remember, we had hesitation. Maybe some of you were hesitant because of that fear, but it's like you're doing it. You picked up the paintbrush. You're creating your own sun, okay? You're building this happiness for yourself. You're building this joy. You're cultivating this. Even in I'm hearing trials and tribulations. So even in the darkest parts of yourself, it's like you know that you are worthy of more. You are worthy of beauty. You are worthy of you know, with your passions. You're worthy. I don't even have to say anything else. You are worthy, you know? And maybe some of you, something here with reflection. It says, you are facing a difficult situation. Do not rush into making a decision. You are advised to turn the problem around in all possible manners before deciding on a solution. Your circumstances need to be examined carefully. This is something I think you already did. This is something a lot of you, especially in this whole like hesitation and when it's like you had a lot of people coming in and trying to tell you what to do or how to do it or whatever. It's like you had to really reflect on that. You had to really reflect on what it is that you wanted. You know, maybe some people didn't believe that you could get some type of leadership position, or if you know, like if you're like a painter and you like want to do your own, like you want to have your work art in an exhibit or something. Like, it's like I feel like there's like a lot of naysayers. It's like you have big goals. You have big goals, and I'm just using the art as an example because that's just like the thing that comes to mind for me. You can apply it to anything that fits for you. You know what I mean? But this is, to me, this is like, you have big goals, okay? And maybe people around you do not have those. They don't think outside the box like that. They don't think that they are capable of achieving these like big goals. But you do. Like, you know you are capable. You know you are worthy. You know you have the tools at your disposal. And it could just be your fucking smarts, dude. Literally could just be your ideas. You have the knowledge, you have the creativity, you have the magic in you to create this for yourself, okay? So don't let fear or whatever, and I say this in every reading, do not let fear be the thing that keeps you from pushing forward, okay? Because that is like one of the biggest things that keeps us from going forward, is really that fear, right? It's that fear of failing, it's that fear of the unknown. It's the fear of, you know, maybe you have fear of like disappointing other people, you know, with the decisions that you make. But it's like you have to take that change. You have to take that risk for yourself. And again, use your own discernment. I'm not telling you like quit your, like, end this video and go quit your fucking job. Like, listen, like I said, use your own discernment, okay? But I really feel like a lot of this energy is very positive, okay? This is like really exciting. There's a lot of, I just really feel, if you've seen the last few videos and everything, there is so much change happening. There really is so much change. And it's like, but you're persevering, like you're pushing through it. You're really pushing through it. You have these goals and you're going to achieve them, my love, as long as you stay steady on that right track and really listen to your mind, body, and soul, okay? Like, keep balanced and don't look back at to see if karma's working. Okay, karma's gonna work. Like, karma's gonna do what karma's gonna do. So if you're like if you're trying to like look back at people that you've left in the past and trying to like see like, oh, what's going on their social media or whatever, and being like, oh, what are they doing, or like, are this, I feel like this is something that is like either you're not doing or spirit is advising you against. Or maybe some of you have been getting like a lot of readings on a specific person and it's keeping you, I feel like this is keeping like some type of like energetic cord or some energetic tie here. So maybe there's a message here to kind of like give a little bit of release to that release a little bit of that, because it is keeping you tied to this. Like, what's that? There's a lyric in Snow the Product which says, I don't look back, I know karma's gonna work. So it's like, you don't even have to look back on what's going on. You know, it's focus on yourself, focus on your goals, focus on you know, nurturing yourself, your talents, your ideas, your gifts, whatever it may be, so that you can achieve these goals. And remember to give yourself some grace, you know, especially if this is like, if we're talking about addictions, you know, or if you're quitting something that's really hard to let go of. Okay, give yourself that grace. Give yourself, don't be too hard on yourself if there's moments of like where you're human, okay? Like, we're not fucking perfect. No one is perfect, okay? So don't be too hard on yourself, my love. Seriously. Because you're fucking fantastic. You really are. Your energy, like, I'm feeling hype right now. I feel fucking hype. I'm hyped for you guys. You gotta let me know what's going on, because this is like, you got luck twice, you got fate, this is heavy, and this is like amazing energy. And you got the sun, your sunlight, my dear. Like, honestly. Okay, we're gonna end it there because we're at 56 minutes. Holy shit. Okay. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. I hope you stay healthy, hydrated, wherever you're at. Yeah, definitely drink some fluids. I think some of you need to drink some fluids here. Even like tea. Drink some tea, some honey. If your throat's hurting, you know, drink some tea. But, all right, babies. I will film again another day, probably tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, take care. Stay blessed. I wish you the best of luck, though. You don't need it, babe, because you're getting it. You're getting all this luck. I hope you treat it as you treat others. Bye, guys.